Greetings, I am Live.
And I am Scandal.
And let's play a game together.
Yes.
All right, so we have arrived at the beach. We have decided that we are having just like the purest of most innocent of most just like platonic fun ever. And then, people showed up in bathing suits and now we feel like we're overdressed. Anyway, suddenly feel a bit inadequate in terms of proper beach bar and attire. There's a couple more.
There they are. We're here. Yeah.
Excellent.
Good. Queen Bee brought an umbrella. So
guys.
are we all going to sit together? Because that'd be cool.
That's adorable. Yeah, I don't really tan so much as burn to a crisp. Honestly, I'm mostly here for the shopping and the arcades.
Alright, seeing you play arcade games in flip-flops and a bikini sounds adorable.
It does sound cute.
I'm curious to see how these arcades are run as well. Maybe I can talk to a manager, get some tips on how to handle a very transient audience.
Ugh.
I meant to play in them, not study them. Sheesh, Gavin, we're not here to work.
Can I do both? I'll go join the others for now, though. It's been a long drive. I'd love to stretch out a bit.
Honestly, that's adorable.
See ya.
It's pretty cute.
Oh, me too. I'm so cramped up from sitting in that van. Wait for me.
Aye, and they run off.
Together.
Stretching. Yes, stretching is good. Flex those muscles.
Whoa. Honestly, what I am mostly hearing from what's been written is that Liz is big into
visuals. Optics.
Visuals, yeah.
Liz is very, very visual is what I'm getting.
Oh, right! The beach! I haven't been to a beach in ages. Not since my sign spinning days promoting that funnel cake place. And I guess there was that one summer we did a beach shoot, but that was like last summer. So yes, ages ago. Feels good to be back in the sun.
Honestly, and just get me if I'm wrong, it looks like they slimmed her down for the beach. Based on her regular clothes?
Feels like it, but honestly, like...
Especially around the waist.
Yeah.
Like, that's a little bit wild.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, Liz seems really visual and going, shit, people, cute people are hot, oh my god.
Bodies.
Alright.
Fuck me up. Last beach I went to was back in England. Considerably more cold and overcast than this, I'm afraid.
The Hawaiian shirt is very cute.
Before you ask, because Ashley already asked again and again on the drive down here, I'm not going to explode in direct sunlight. My condition is quite stable today.
And there's days you can tell when it's not stable?
Percy, but you are part of the crew. That means we care about you. I promise, though, we won't treat you like you're made of glass. You're still good old Percy to us.
Much obliged.
Thanks, love. All the same, I think I'll grab a spot under that umbrella before all the good shade is taken.
Also, like, he is super buff under the cuddles.
He seems to be, but
like,
they really seem to have a thing, this artist or artist team, for, like, arm muscles.
Arm muscles for sure, but also, like, he's got, like, seriously, like, pecs
chest
for days.
He kind of does.
Like, damn, bro.
Whoa. As for me, last one in the water is a landlubber!
The shorts are really cute. I love how we didn't say anything at all.
Right.
They walked up to us, vomited a whole bunch of words in front of us while we were just slack-jawed going, people and bodies, and then they just walked away.
Damn, I am gay.
I am gay.
Gay in the gay way.
Yes, Liz is gay in the gay way, it seems. All right. The water, getting wet and cooling down. I need a cold shower, I say to myself. Oh, they didn't change Francine's clothes. She could have at least worn like a beach sundress or something.
It's true.
I would have loved to see her in like a different, like overthrow, or like a different dress or something.
Dang.
Especially a different sun hat. There was such an opportunity. I don't care if she's not wearing a bathing suit. Just put her in some other colors and clothes. Everyone can change clothes.
Party!
Hello, dearie.
Afraid my bikini days are behind me, but I'm happy to be here all the same. I do so love to be out in the sun.
Your hair is adorable, though.
Isn't her hair great? Juniper's hair looks
cute.
fantastic. Lovely beaches, lovely weather, lovely people. Good to see all three present and accounted for.
Positively.
Yeah, I rented an extra parasol and some chairs for Miss Francine and I. And for you two, Liz, plenty of room if we squeeze it.
My, oh my.
How cozy.
And we also didn't get to say anything. We just had these people running up in front of us. Hi! blah, 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 and runs off. And we're just like,
You've said something here.
Stare. And, yeah, that's fine. What? Okay.
Whoa.
Well, okay then.
Oh.
This is a new context for me to be observing these people in, given that you've never seen any of them in a real casual situation, except for Juniper.
I mean, you've seen Ashley in more of a chill context because of the whole story.
Okay, but that was a break from work. So you're still, at work, kind
Yeah,
of.
okay.
It's a little more personal.
Yeah.
And going to, hang out with Teo doing something he likes, where he's doing a flash mob.
Right.
But still, that's his hobby work, so work.
Yeah.
You know, anyway, we haven't just, hung out with these people at all. Above all else, this is to be a day of celebration and cheer over the success of the Funplex. But with that firmly in mind, I join everyone. Are we dressed for the beach already? And we get this beach party started. I'm glad we're all together. That's really nice. I was afraid they were going to all sit separately and it was going to be terrible.
Right.
Although it doesn't take long for the group to start splitting up. And then we're going to split them up. Dang it. There's just too much to see, too much to do. I know from my vacation here as a kid that you can't really try everything in one day, but unlike me, they're noobs. And as an adult, I know how to budget my time to do the things I really want to do and hang out with the people I really want to hang out with. I am telling the player now, hang with the people you want to hang out with. It's very subtle.
Yes.
Subtle nod, subtle instruction. You must know.
If you're doing the date thing, you need to do the date thing correctly. Mm-hmm. Excuse.
Don't hang out with people you don't specifically want to hang out with is what I'm hearing. And I'm going, no, I should be able to hang out with anyone. Damn it. I do like the clouds, though. Those are really fun.
They are fun.
Despite my attempts at good, clean fun, Iris' words are still running through my head, and the fact that everyone is hot around you. By evening, I need to make a decision. That means if I'm seriously going to make a move, like she's suggesting I do, I should spend my time wisely leading up to that move. So, what next? All right.
So Naomi and Ashley are making sandcastles, Gavin and Queen Bee just found a volleyball, Teo and Percy are playing carny games, and Juniper's talking with her Iris, it seems.
Okay.
Now we can suddenly talk to Juniper.
And, yeah?
That is actually an interesting introduction. I wondered if we could date Juniper. I suspected we could,
but
I think
this is the first opportunity to do so, because we've had very little time to hang out with her. On the other hand, just establish that we're best friends, we know each other really well. However, we've also had a couple of really awkward moments lately, so it seems unusual that you'd date her right now, you know?
Right.
At least story-wise. Honestly, I don't care. I think Liz would want to make sandcastles.
All right.
If I'm going to the beach, something I can't do other places, you know?
Sure, Naomi and Ashley are making sandcastles. Let's do it.
In the distance, I see what appears to be a myriad of sandcastles, which makes sense. I mean, I'd be worried if it was a whole bunch of not sandcastles on the beach. You know, like oyster castles. Oh,
right.
During my many beach outings as a kid, there were always multiple sandcastle competitions going on. And that really depends on the sand you have on the beach. So I am going to say, as a kid who grew up around beaches, because my dad lived in Southern California, there was an experience of the beach has to have the right kind of sand to build good sandcastles. Mm-hmm. But the reason there are some beaches that always have sandcastle stuff going on is because those are the ones that have really good sand for it.
Right.
All right. And in front of me, our own Funplex fabricators have entered the fray. And the reason they can't show us in a swimsuit is because they don't know how we've decided, if at all, that our character may be bodied. And so they're very thoughtful about that.
Yes.
With Naomi being our arcade builder and Ashley with all of her cosplay craftiness, it's no wonder these two are up for Sandcastle Challenge. As I jog over them, I see Ashley laughing over her castle and Naomi meticulously measuring something on her citadel. That's adorable.
That's real cute.
Also, I find it very entertaining that everyone is okay, just story-wise right here. Everyone is completely neutral to you. There are 0 people that asked you to hang out with them, suggested you join them, or invited you to do anything.
Yes.
And so this is they're really this is completely up to you, but I'm also so there a lot of that, there was a lot of flirty vibes in various different ways from a lot of this game, and then suddenly, one, we didn't get to respond at all to several of our sort of greetings / introductions, and then 2, they didn't interact with us at all. It's a little interesting. It just has a completely different feel to it, you know?
Honestly, I keep waiting really to see one of these visual novels when we're going through them to see if somebody will really go, okay, you've gotten to a point with each character, and each character is going to have its own point because that's how it works,
right,
where they start flirting with you.
Yeah.
And I think that would be really interesting to see what happens, even if it's just kind of they drop in and they have more of an opinion, or they tease you more often and they go, hey, would you like to do something? And you sort of get a nod that they would like to spend time with you.
Or even the sort of level of like there's this option to do several different things, and someone's like, hey, why don't you come help me?
Right?
And it's really like flirty, why don't you come help me, rather than, you can come over here.
Or it could be like, it has the potential to be flirty, but they're also going, hey, you've been nice to me, you've been
I
my
just
friend.
want to hang out with you. Let's do
hang.
something together.
Right?
Yeah. And I've made a lot of friends that way, basically by doing communal tasks together.
Right?
How goes the castling?
Amazing!
Great! Did you see all these amazing sandcastles? They're all so cute! Properly made sandcastles aren't cute, Ashley.
They can be.
Oh, then what are they, Naomi? Assuming they're not just made by kids for funsies, a proper sandcastle can be a structural masterpiece.
Wonderful.
Every grain of sand must be in its proper spot or the whole thing comes crashing down. If a job's worth doing, it's worth doing right.
She would love the book The Diamond Age.
She would.
So much. Every single atom where it should be and not one out of place.
Yes.
Be amazing.
Fantastic.
All right. Naomi says this without lifting her eyes away from her castle. She's so completely focused that I don't think she's blinking even. And what exactly are you doing, Naomi?
Let me explain.
I'm making sure each embrasure is equidistant around the tower. Otherwise, it'll all be an asymmetrical mess.
Did you bring tools? Because you can't really do that by hand, I happen to know. Oh, I mean, from growing up around here and around sand. Makes sense.
Of course.
So I will tell anyone who's ever tried to build a sandcastle by hand and felt like they're not good at it, and I've met a lot of people that really think they're shit at sand sculpting, so this is actually a thing, which is funny. And a lot of people who think they're shit at snow sculpting because my mom lived in Colorado, okay? So I had sand and snow as an access to a medium to learn about, right? And the thing is the ones that look professional have tools. They're not just done with the hand. They're done with scrapers, they're done with knives, they're done with sculpting tools, that sort of thing. So, like what are those things? I don't know, spatulas anyway. But the thing is
hand hose, hand rakes.
I'm sure there's that. I was trying to think of the ones that you apply like plaster with.
Is that a trowel?
It might be a trowel.
I can't
Anyway,
remember.
so the thing is like if you can't make something clean or pretty or even or like poignant with your hands, go try it with some tools. You will be amazed how different it is, as well as, again, find out if it's actually building sand and sticky snow. So with snow, you want snow that is starting to melt a little bit. It won't actually stick together unless it's melting a little bit. That is your prime snow time. And if you're having trouble sticking it together, you're going to have trouble sculpting it. Anyway,
right.
so for anyone who's got self-esteem or judgment issues in that way, you can do it, get the right tools.
Yes.
I take a moment to actually appreciate their castles. Naomi's is a structural masterpiece. Straight, perfect edges meet bold, flat walls, which produces an almost perfect medieval castle, which means she has a lot of tools.
Yes.
And she has them out with her. She even added an ocean water moat, complete with drawbridge. You have to be really careful with the ocean water moats because, one, they will just sink in and disappear, and if they're not sinking in and disappear, it means the tide can reach you, which means it's slowly eating away at your castle.
Yeah.
So that sounds cute, but it doesn't actually work.
Yeah.
Unless you're continually pouring water back in from a bucket. I have castled, okay? Ashley is equally impressive, too. It's a soft, fluffy fantasy castle. The foundation is made of sculpted sand clouds, like an elegant castle in the sky. Also a lot of tools. Many tools.
Such tools.
Complete with spiral staircases encircling slightly slanted towers. So, take it you both enter the competition?
Of course. You know it, Lies.
That's adorable.
You should make one too. It's not too late.
Uh,
Yeah, I think there's still like half an hour left of the competition, and since it's at amateur level, latecomers are allowed.
I'm also like, they built those in like 15 minutes, or it took a really, really long time to walk across the beach.
No shit.
And I'm saying that
That
you would
stuff
not
can be
have that
all
stuff.
day.
One, it could be all day, but you can make a pretty cute one in about 30 or 40 minutes.
Right.
But there's no way it was 30 or 40 minutes for those people to just show up in front of us, unless we were just standing there staring at the beach for a good long time between arrivals,
Yeah.
not moving, which doesn't make sense. So I'm like, I'm not really feeling like the timing of this works very well.
But it's cute.
It is cute. I just wish it were a little more realistic, that's all. But both
I
of
want
you
more
have-
realism in my fantasy visual novel.
You know what? I do. And that's
About
okay.
Polybius.
Haha. But both of you have made some extraordinary castles. My architectural skills are somewhat lacking in the sandcastle area. Where are they strong if it's in the sandcastle area?
Those sound like some sad excuses.
They're perfectly good excuses, Ashley.
It's not like we're professional sandcastlers either. Lies, it's not about winning.
Naomi looks over at Ashley, who's giving her a smile, accompanied by a questioning look.
Okay. It's a little about winning. I mean, I'm super try-harding this and trying to win with a perfectly constructed little castle. But for me, it's all about setting out a challenge for myself and completing it properly. There's nothing more satisfying than that.
Aye.
Plus, we'll be here helping you to do it.
How do you plan on helping me start a castle while you'll be completing your own?
While you'll be completing.
Yeah, while you'll be completing your own. Sounds difficult.
We're almost done with ours anyway. Yup. If we have 3 castles in the competition, then that's one more chance to bring home the gold.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. Come on, join us.
I thought Liz would be into this, but apparently Liz is very resistant to building.
Join us.
That's what I mean. Join us.
I mean, it is actually kind of weird. I actually was wondering really why you went after the sandcastle thing, to be honest.
Because I actually know nothing about Li's interest in hobbies, other than get a job and try and follow a dream of not sucking. Li's dream is extremely vague of don't suck and be poor.
Okay, well, that's
like,
fair.
that's all I'm getting, really. Like,
Hi.
we don't know how else Li spends their time. If they like reading, if they like manga, if they like movies. Like, we know nothing.
All right, we'll figure it out.
Hand over that tiny plastic shovel. I'd rather just help both of you. No thanks. Li's good back here. Well, if I have to stay, then I'd rather just help both of you out, if I can. As a floor attendant, I am into assisting.
Sure.
I know my strengths and my weaknesses intimately. We don't know what half of your strengths are, though, dear. We never learned much about you at all. My number one weakness is building sandcastles. Well, that's great. Put that on a job application. They're like, what's your biggest weakness? Building sandcastles.
Them.
Oh. What?
Wow, that's
Specific.
Well, okay.
Oh.
What brought you to this conclusion?
Right. Also, maybe breathing in space or surviving explosions. That's pretty good.
Well, you know,
My
cool
weakness-
guys don't look at explosions.
You're just like, my weakness is not being able to breathe. I die when I can't breathe. I'd love to put that on an application someday. That'd be so great.
So what do you consider your weaknesses to be? Well, you see, I die if I can't breathe.
Yeah.
What?
You know what? I thought that was really funny in Boku no Hero Academia. Basically going, when I made an OC for it, I was like, and her major weakness is basically, breath problems. And then I'm going, shit, everyone has that problem.
That's
Like,
not unique at all.
absolutely Everybody is going to die if they suffocate, even All Might. Well, there we go.
Look, what happened? You can't breathe. You die.
And I'm just like,
Congratulations.
it's amazing, and yet it makes perfect sense that no one has basically a gas production skill where they just like make some sort of noxious, fume, and that because everyone would die.
Yeah.
Like all of it, or be affected in whatever way.
Uh-huh.
However, I am skilled at helping others. We know that. That I can do. You have a way better chance of success if I pitch in on both of you rather than start a whole new third castle.
My sources say yes.
Hi.
Beep beep. That is correct. I've taken into consideration all of the other castles surrounding us. Liza's skill set is not set up for winning this,
Oh,
but
dear.
adding their talents to yours will boost your chances. The math doesn't lie.
Okay. I want to know what we're wearing that has our cell phone with us, and all in
Fanny pack.
beach garb.
The answer for everything is a fucking fanny pack.
It's fanny pack.
It's fanny pack.
It's a swimwear fanny pack.
Yep.
You got it. And
Yep.
we have our phone. Okay, so actually one really cool thing you can do with touchscreen phones is you can put them in a Ziploc bag and they will still respond to your finger through the plastic.
They will.
So you really can just be like, I put it in a Ziploc bag, one of those really good sturdy ones, and then just stuck it in a fanny pack and I could go play in the water.
Yep, there we go.
All right.
Wasn't gonna fight it, Iris. If that's the case, then come over here. I need you to put those flags at the top of the tower.
You brought flags. You were planning on this.
Yeah, hell yeah. I did research.
And you came
Yeah.
to play in the sandcastle.
Tools.
Good to know. Good to know.
Tools.
Right, you did bring a lot of tools. I forgot. Sorry. Now hands me some little toothpick flags, and I carefully place them at the tops of the cone towers. Though you know what, there is a thing that I've encountered occasionally where it is like the public contest sort of venue where they'll actually have community tools.
Yeah.
And so like I took my friend to a community pumpkin carving one time, and there was just huge piles of tools everywhere.
It was great.
It was super cool.
All
Anyway,
right. Here lies. Take this paintbrush. Can you wipe away the excess sand on my clouds?
I gladly pitch in, taking turns between Naomi and Ashley's sand creations, and we actually managed to finish just before the judging commences. They're both looking mighty fine. Did you
Thank
bring a
you.
spray bottle? Because it's really important to not having the external structure of your castle collapse, to having a really light mist spray bottle. So I'm asking, all right?
Well, it's all due to your help, Lies.
They always say, write what you know. And I'm like, if you don't know sandcastles. Oh.
Hey, you're a bad writer. No, I'm kidding.
No.
All right. Well, yes! We couldn't have done it without you.
I just think it's kind of funny that people assume that something is you don't need anything, you don't need to know anything to write this. And then if I know something about it, I'm like, you do actually know things, which is why every time I try and write, I panic about researching absolutely anything that I'm not intimately familiar with, because I go, I'm going to do it wrong. Oh, shucks. Let's hope one of you wins for the glory of the Funplex.
Well, we will have to find out about the glory of the Funplex in the next one. So thank you very much, guys, though, for joining us. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and also share our videos if you're having a good time with us. Please also feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi or our Patreon. We got some links in the description down below. And I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And it was great playing with you. Bye!